Every day, over 235 million people rely on their inhalers to breathe. But over 80% use their inhalers incorrectly, which leads to poor lung health, increased doctor's visits, and high medical costs. At Atem, we are solving this. Atem, your companion in managing asthma. Breathing is something that comes so automatically to us that we usually don't think twice about doing it. Unless you happen to know or be one of the 25 million people in the US who has asthma. Now, asthma is one of the most common diseases around the world, and it's only growing. It's the #1 reason for missed school days, and it sends 1.8 million people to the ER each year. Now, I myself have made this ER visit. I've had asthma for over 20 years now. And so I personally know how difficult it can be to manage, not to mention how much anxiety I must have put my parents through while I was growing up. See, despite how common it is, there aren't any good tools to help people with asthma or other respiratory diseases manage their lung health. One reason for this is the inhaler, the primary form of medication for most asthmatics. When you think about it, this device hasn't changed much at all in about 70 years. But over 80% of people use the inhaler incorrectly. For example, breathing in too hard can cause medication to stick to the back of your throat instead of being delivered to your lungs, leading to as little as 7% of the drug getting to where it needs to go. This is just one of many common errors that impact drug efficacy. Now, not only does poor technique lead to an estimated $15 billion worth of wasted medication yearly, but it's costly to people's health, leading to unnecessary escalations to stronger drugs and culminating in a much higher risk of hospitalization. That's where Atem comes in. Our solution is a smart inhaler attachment that snaps over the mouthpiece of a traditional inhaler. Our patent-pending device houses sensors that go beyond other digital tools by tracking not just when people use the inhaler, but also how well, by measuring key technique parameters. These include the inhalation flow rate, actuation coordination, and the orientation of the device. The device wirelessly transmits data to a smartphone app where the user can take a look at their usage patterns and receive feedback to make sure that their technique stays on track. In our most recent round of user testing, over 90% of participants who exhibited a breathing error when using the inhaler were able to improve their technique after receiving feedback from the prototype we've developed during Delta V. Now, caregivers and providers can also check on this data, allowing them to know when a reminder or intervention might be useful. And by analyzing both adherence and technique, Atem provides the most holistic view of a patient's inhaler usage, enabling doctors to make far better informed decisions about their treatment plans. Over time, this data, along with optional patient logging of symptoms, triggers, and lung function measurements, may be used to provide personalized insights, like forecasting potential exacerbations. See, our ultimate goal is to create a platform that empowers users to better understand and improve their own lung health, bringing them and their caregivers peace of mind. Now, as we move into the fall, our plan is to continue refining the product so that we can manufacture our first batch of devices, with goals to initiate a clinical study by the start of 2021. In the longer term, we want Atem to become something any asthmatic can pick up at the pharmacy, co-paid with insurance companies. And beyond asthma, we envision our technology changing the lives of people with COPD and other respiratory conditions as well. Right now, the field of healthcare is rapidly realizing the value in new insights that digital therapies have to offer, and we think there's an opportunity here. The global inhaler market is $32 billion, and this is the team that wants to bring Atem into that opportunity. We come from a lot of different backgrounds, ranging from mechanical engineering and product design to healthcare IT and business. What unites us is an interest to translate these various domains of expertise into something that can impact people's health. And with Atem, we want to bring the inhaler into the 21st century and give people more knowledge and control over their health. So if you're interested in helping us breathe life into this business, please come visit us at our booth later. Thank you.